Hi, today I'm going to show you a left-handed tutorial for a staggered post stitch. Now this stitch consists of half double crochet stitches and drop front post half double crochet stitches. That's a half double crochet stitch if you're using US terminology, or a half treble stitch if you're using UK terminology. To set this stitch up, we've got 2 rows of half double crochet stitches, which I've done here already. Now, the pattern itself has a 4 stitch pattern repeat. And if you're doing the blanket of many stitches, 4 doesn't go into 195, so we've got some leftover stitches, 3 to be precise, and we're going to add in those leftover stitches, 2 of them at the beginning of the row and 1 at the end of the row. So to start this row off, I'm going to do those 2 half double crochet stitches just at the beginning of this row, and then we're going to go into the pattern sequence. So there's 1, and there's number 2, and now we're ready to go into the sequence. The pattern sequence is going to be made up of a dropped front post half double crochet stitch followed by 3 regular half double crochet stitches. Now it's a dropped front post half double because instead of working into this row like you normally would, we're going to skip this row and work into the row below, this one just here. So on my piece we're going to work into the bottom row. If you need to know which post to go into to start off with, you need to skip the first 3 posts, so that's first 2 posts, 1, 2, and go into post number 3, which is this one just here. So skip, skip into this one. And to make the post stitch, we're actually going to, the post part of the stitch is this vertical part just here, and we work around the post instead of into the holes at the top like we normally would. So we're going to yarn over and insert your hook from the front around the post of the stitch like that, then yarn over and pull back through, and that gives you 3 loops on your hook. Now at this stage, because it's a drop stitch, what we want to do is pull your hook up to lengthen those loops, and that will make the stitch the same height as all of the other stitches in the row. Now we yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook, and there is your dropped front post half double crochet stitch. Now that's going to be followed by 3 regular double crochet stitches. Sometimes it can be a little bit unclear where the first of those 3 stitches is to be made. If you just pull your post stitch sideways a little bit, just behind it you'll see there's a hole. These are the holes that you normally work your stitches into. You need to leave 1 hole unworked. That's the one that will be covered by your post stitch. So we skip that one and then work into each of the next 3. So skip that one, go into this one, and then this one, and then this one over here. Okay, so we yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over back through, yarn over through all 3. There's your half double. And now we're going to make 2 more regular half double crochet stitches, 1 and 2. There's number 1, and there's number 2. And that is your stitch repeat complete. Post stitch, and then 3 regular half double crochet stitches. So now we need to do the post stitch again. If you're not sure which stitch you need to work around, skip 3 posts across the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, work around number 4, which is just here. So yarn over, insert your hook around the post like that, yarn over, back through. Don't forget to pull it up to the height of the rest of the row. Yarn over through all 3 stitches. Loops on your hook. There you go. Now, again, tilt it slightly. you have an unworked hole here just behind your post stitch. So if it was up straight, it's hidden. If you pull it sideways slightly, you can see it peeping out just there. That's the one we're going to miss, and we're going to do 3 half doubles across here. There we go. And then you repeat the same sequence again. So the next one will be a dropped front post half double, followed by 3 regular half doubles. And again, skip 3 posts on this bottom row here and work around number 4. And pull it up. Now, I'm going to finish this row off. The next row is just regular straightforward half double crochet stitches all the way across the whole row. So I'm going to finish this row off, and I'm going to do the next row of half double crochet stitches, and I'll come back to you in a minute. There we go. That is a row of regular half double crochet stitches. So if you were to count the rows, the first 2 half double crochet rows are rows 1 and 2. The first post row is row number 3, and the one that we've made here, this half double crochet row, is row number 4. Now, row number 5 is also a post row, and what we want to do is actually stagger where we put the posts in between the ones that we've already made. So we start off with a chain of 1. And we know that this particular pattern sequence needs 2 half double crochet stitches at the beginning of the row before we start getting into the front post pattern repeat. So there's 1, and here's 2. Now, what we want to do is have our first post stitch all the way over here. So these are the 2 post stitches we made for this row, and we want our first post to be staggered in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make 2 half double crochet stitches and then our first front post stitch. So here's the first half double, there's the second. And now we're back to doing 1 front post followed by 3 regular half double crochet stitches. To work out where to put our first front post stitch, again, it's a drop stitch, so we're going to skip this row just here, and we're going to work into the row below, which is this row just across here. If you pull it sideways, you can see that you've got 2 post stitches, one by either one of my thumbnails just here, and in between those 2 post stitches you've got 3 posts, 1, 2 and 3. Let me just move that and I'll do that again. There's 1 post just here, your second post is just here, third post is just there. We're going to work our first drop front post half double crochet stitch around the middle one of these 3, so just here. So we're going to go yarn over, insert your hook all the way down there around that post, yarn over, pull back through, oh that fell off, let's try that again, yarn over around there, yarn over back through, there we go. We're going to pull it up to the same height as the rest of the row and yarn over, pull through all 3. And then you're going to carry on working in exactly the same way. So 3 regular half doubles and then a front post. And again, if you pull your post stitch sideways slightly, you can just about see here, this is the stitch that you need to skip and leave empty, and then you're going to work 1, 2, 3. So leave this one empty, work 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to repeat this sequence across the row and come back to you in just a second. And here you go. You see you end up with staggered post stitches. It gives a lovely texture. When you come to do the next row will again just be regular half double crochet stitches all the way across the row. And then the next post row repeats your first post row. So that will be a repeat of row number 3. And then you repeat half double crochet row, and then the second row, and then half double crochet in the first row, and that gives you that stagger. There we go. Thank you for watching. Bye.